Would you look at that? Good evening, schoolers. Welcome to the School After Dark show. It's just like school morning show, but at night. And it's rainy and scary and spooky. And it's going to be fun. Hello. How are we doing?
I'm doing great. It's funny that you use the whole thunder one because you were just saying that like this is the night that you are not going to have any rain.
I know.
So that's why you were
and
doing
it did
fireworks.
rain on us. It also rained on us.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I hate it.
All right.
Worst time for July 4th. Well, hey, everybody, it's going to be a really great show. Remember, if you want to chat with us, go to the What is School post. It's the very top pinned post. Comment there. I'll throw it up on screen. I'm going to literally throw up. If you want to be part of the conversation, I want you to. So comment something, and I will throw it up. And also, it's absolutely free to support this show. All you have to do is like this freaking live stream. Subscribe to be lucky number...
I should always look at this before.
Oh, yeah.
324.
That's a great number. So if you want to be lucky number 324, and also send this to your best friend, schooler, or a schooler that only has 4 fingers because they blew one up with a firework.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And don't let them know how you know that you know.
Yeah, just let them guess that.
Yes. By the way, did anyone else see? All right, I have to bring this up now. The interesting thumbnail photo for School News this week.
Yeah, there was a lot of extra fingers in that photo.
I was scrolling in the comments because we check everything to make sure, especially if there's someone new, we want to like head them in the right direction and everything. And I was reading it, and there was somebody that was like, are these the 100K people? Because they seem out of this world with how many fingers they have. And I re-looked at it, and I'll try to put it on screen if it'll let me, and we can see it.
Move our faces.
Look at how many fingers they have.
Yeah, that's a lot of fingers.
That's a lot of fingers. So many fingers.
Yeah. I feel like that was a miss. Sorry, Kirby.
Yep. It's okay, though. Like, how many people are going to notice it? Just the very observant ones, right?
And also, there's a coconut LaCroix. He was not even drinking a LaCroix that day.
Yeah, he had no drink. That was weird. That is so
Why'd they give them the armpit flavor?
I don't know. That's what Sam calls it, right? He says the coconut LaCroix are the armpits. Yeah.
He calls it the
Weird.
armpit flavor.
Well, I know that you were doing fireworks before because we have the 4th of July coming up. And
Yep.
I have to tell you something before we get started. I almost got hit by multiple people today while I was driving. And you want to know why? What do you think distracted all of them?
It could be anything. I don't know. Is it an emu?
No, it was not an emu. It was a bird, though. So I have seen this bird multiple times near where I live. So I'm not going to get distracted driving. But there was a bald eagle flying over the highway, and it was like flying low where you could see that it was like a bald eagle, and everybody was like losing their minds.
On America's 250th. It's like meant to be.
Yeah, and I was like, why are people freaking out about a bald eagle? And then I was like, you know what? Maybe they haven't normally seen one out in the wild, so maybe that's the case. But thankfully, nobody did actually hit me, but they were really close because they definitely did some swerving and slowing down.
I'm glad you're safe and that you're alive. So yeah.
Yeah, it would have been really bad.
Do we have a school shout out?
I do think we have a school shout out. You gonna do the thing?
Oh yeah, we do have a school shout out and a special guest at the same time. Yes.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Take it away.
We have
Edwin.
Mr. Edwin. We shouted him out the other day because he had an amazing post in Schoolers. But let's go ahead and bring him on stage. So
surprise, everybody!
Hey everyone! I was actually jamming out to the song.
Yeah, sound bits are my favorite.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, so you got the UGC brand deal sprint. Didn't you used to have a different community? It was like a podcast one, right?
Yeah, I did. It slowed a really slow, horrible death, but definitely may go back to the podcast community as well. Learned a lot from that community on what not to do with this one. So now, like that, I've learned certain techniques. I might go back and try the podcast one as well, because that's really like where I came from. My background is in podcasting.
I can relate because my first community was also about podcasting because that's my background, and it also died
Awesome.
a slow, painful death.
Probably for the same reasons, I would say.
Yeah, it's hard with podcasts because it takes a while. Like it takes a long
Yeah.
time. So in order to get somebody like a win that they're going to stick with, it's tough.
100%, which is exactly why with this I was like, all right, no more long-term wins. We have to have fast wins so people could be satisfied and happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really funny
think
because.
that-
Go ahead, Jenna. I interrupted.
I
Sorry.
just wanted to say something that's really relatable for everybody is like we have all, myself included, had a community before the community we currently have. So if you're feeling like, oh no, I might have to pivot or do a new community, or you've had to do a new community, it's nothing to be like weird about, because I think that most people come to school thinking it's going to be one thing, and they start off and then they have to learn all these lessons along the way, and then you end up getting into the right thing. So don't feel weird about that if that ever has happened to you. So
I'm on like
Sorry.
community 7 by now. So
yeah.
we got our first comment from Jessica. Oh my GG, Edwin, let's go. Love the show. Edwin's the greatest guy. He truly is an action taker. That's
Shout out to Jessica. Yeah, she's been such a great help also. She has an awesome community PDA. It's amazing. She's the one who got me to really like start getting on TikTok Live, which brought in a lot of traffic, which was great. So shout out Jessica.
That's exciting.
Awesome.
So it's kind of funny. We took a similar path because I'm from the podcast world, and then I made my way to TikTok Shop affiliate, which is kind of adjacent to this kind of, and TikTok
Sure.
Lives. So that's cool. We're just like the same person.
Yeah, we're practically cousins.
Twins. Yeah, so we were talking about your post earlier, and it was really cool to see that, because I've seen you on here for a bit, and it was interesting to see how you suddenly switched over to this, because it was like one day you had the podcasting thing, and then the next day you had this, and I looked over and I was like, whoa, wait, he's like doing all these different things, and he's listening to everything that they're saying, and you went in with a very like kind of like almost like jaw-dropping promise, which was land your first paid UGC deal in 7 days even with 0 followers and 0 experience. What made you decide that was the promise you wanted to go with?
So, like I said, with the podcasting community, I was really looking towards like high ticket, long-term wins. And I feel like that was what got a lot of people discouraged in the community. So when I was ready to take that pivot, I tried to really, first I want to know like what other skill set can I provide that people not only would find useful and valuable, but would also be something that is in demand. UGC is really in demand right now. So I figured, all right, I could help with UGC because I've done UGC myself. I also have a bunch of contacts from when I was podcasting, still podcasting, but I was working with SiriusXM for a little bit. So I got a lot of relationships with a lot of different brands. I have those contacts for those brands, got the okay to put those brands within like the community. So how can I put this all together? How can I get them quick wins? So I landed on UGC. I decided, all right, there's a lot of UGC communities. What can I do that's going to get them wins before any other UGC community? All right, this is going to be for beginners. This is going to be a roadmap. This is going to be quick wins just to, get that confidence. And then there's going to be a whole nother section I'm going to be rolling out soon for once you have those wins, how could you take it to the next level, get your retainers? But it was really what's in demand and what can I provide with value?
I love your cover photo. Like I just
Thank
love
you.
I love the layout of it, and I love the colors, and I love that it's a freaking good promise. Like that's a big promise. Your first brand deal in 7 days.
Yeah, I wanted to be practical, but I also wanted to be ambitious. And I really tried to make the roadmap as actionable as possible, where if you are really following the roadmap, then there should be a deal at the end of it. The only reason I could provide that roadmap and provide that 7 day like game plan and that sprint is because I also have the context for the brands that
Yes.
you reach out to. It's not just like, hey, all right, you know what to do now, go reach out to brands. It's like, all right, here's the brands, go to the next course. There's 500 listed right there. Here's their contacts. Here's the copy and paste templates. If you don't know how to price yourself, here's a pricing, guide. So everything's really like plug and play. It's really all right there for them.
Yeah, that's sick because I've dabbled in UGC a little bit and I found it really difficult to,
Sure.
to get anybody to say yes. So, I mean, if you could promise that in the 7 days, then yeah, I might actually join after this.
We would definitely like to have you. Thank you.
So I'm already in here because remember,
Oh.
on the live I actually
That's
joined it,
right. That's
you.
right.
and it was I was very impressed in seeing that you did set up your 7 day. It's like you don't have a trial on there, but you do have the 7 days set up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there it is so laid out very well. I did want to ask permission if I could share what your classroom area looked like from the
For sure.
inside.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
But before I do that, I wanted to also ask permission. Can I share one of the posts that I saw on there that was very impressive? It is. I'm
course.
going to
Thank you.
block out the name. Okay. For their privacy, since I didn't ask if I could just throw it out here. But she was talking about one of the classrooms that you had, which made me want to go look into the classroom. And I found it to be extremely impressive because I think, and I wish that more people would see this. So she said, thumbs up, the pricing Bible is genius, simple and straightforward. This applies not only to UGC, but all types of creator content. And I agree completely with it. Like the pricing tool that you had put in there, I think that that would almost be beneficial to pretty much anybody that's trying to figure out pricing. So yeah, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I'll figure it out in a minute.
Share it.
And it's honestly
Okay.
posts like that that really like keep me motivated, because once I see that the members are finding the value within the classroom, it's so rewarding.
Definitely.
And all of this is like super exciting looking, right?
I was about to say
Like,
it's branded. It's all branded the same. Like it's really like streamlined. It's really nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
definitely the
and-
opposite in the podcast community. It was like all over the place. I was like, I need a set theme.
Yeah.
it's what I really like about this is like it starts in it almost feels like there's a flow to it. So here, you need to start here. This is your 7 day sprint. But you also have like the next step is like start to build your portfolio, because once you get your first deal, like you're going to need a portfolio to continue on.
For sure.
I love the plug and play email templates because so many people just, the thing that holds them up is like not knowing what to say, right?
Yeah.
Then you fix the problem of like not knowing who to reach out to, right? Because now you have like a 500
That's the hardest
plus
part.
list. So you basically handled all the problems. You got them to know what to do in the first 7 days. You said, hey, this is something that you need to know. And then it's like objection handled. Oh, by the way, this is going to help you do even better, right? And then your scripts. So I just wanted to say I'm super impressed, and this is gold right here, where you're
Thank you.
telling people you made a video, you made it short, and you gave them every single day. So I could complete this easily in 1 day and not feel like it's an extra job, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So-
I really appreciate that. I was trying to make it as digestible as possible. I had a lot of long form content in the last community, and like I said, I really tried to take the opposite approach with this one. So everything is quick, easy, digestible, and I really was trying to foresee what objections and problems the community members would have before I even started like launching the community. So that's why I was like, all right, I would need this. If they don't have a portfolio, I need to help them set up the portfolio. They don't know what to say, I need to help them like with templates. So I had it all set up, and not everything was with the launch. I think I just added the 200 scripts maybe about like 2 weeks ago, but I'm still looking for like other ways to like add more stuff as well. And I'm constantly in the community, like talking to the members, seeing if there's anything that they could find value or something that's not in the community, and like how I could like bring that to the community as well.
Yeah. So do you do calls or anything like that?
I haven't yet. The community is actually very young still. Just started in May, so it's still
Okay.
very young. I've been juggling a lot of other different projects as well, so I tried to make it like as much of a
Yeah.
DIY, like here's all the tools that you need. I'm very active in the community though, and if there's ever a question or a DM, like I try to answer within like the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Even like new members who join, like I instantly send them like a welcome post like within a couple minutes. But when it comes to like calls, I'm trying to roll out like a system where I'm doing calls, but I just don't know how I want to do it or how I could schedule it because there are members all over the world. So I want to make sure if I'm doing calls, I can maximize it at a time that everyone's available and will be able to join live.
Yeah. I mean, well, one brand deal is going to pay for like 3 years of.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's an interesting point too. Like you could like once they get that brand deal and be like, hey, would you like to not be paying monthly on this? Right? You could probably find a way to get them to upgrade to annual. And it was cool seeing that you have it where there is no calendar tab for now. Like
Yeah, for now. I mean, I'm going to
knowing
definitely
that it
try
could
to
work.
add something, but right now it's more of like here's the tools, and if you have any questions, just reach out.
Yeah. That's how I prefer it personally.
Makes life simple.
Yeah.
Someone in the comments just asked, they said they would love to be a part of it. The only thing is that they're from Scotland. But I think that you do things all over the world, right?
Yeah, so a lot of the brands that are within the 500 brand master sheet, there are brands that are international brands, brands that are worldwide. Because these are brands that I was also working with SiriusXM, which is also a worldwide like entity. So these are brands that no matter where you are in the world, you could get a deal with them.
That's cool. Because that's what I was thinking. It's like it doesn't matter if you are in Scotland or if you are pretty much anywhere, I would say.
Sure.
You could still make content. So that's pretty cool.
Go ahead, Jen.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Also, I was looking at your profile too, and I saw that you were on iHeartRadio too.
Yeah.
One of my best buddies, he works there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I may know him.
You might. His name's Vince. I don't know if you know.
Maybe not. But yeah.
Right.
Small world, but not small enough. Right.
Not small enough.
Now, there was something that I found to be so funny, and because I just like love the funny side of school. How did you feel when you made the post inside Schoolers? It got moved to the fun category, and then bam, you got this from Sam.
Yeah, you know, I swear, like when I tagged him, I really was thanking Sam and Kirby. I was not chasing the hug, but I thought that was awesome. When I saw Sam Ovens comment on your post, I was like, he did. Like, let me see what he said.
Chasing the kiss.
Chasing the kiss here, right?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
sure,
I was like, did he really just send kissy lips in a Schoolers post? Yeah, you know.
I actually did
how do I say
screenshot that, so I have that saved.
Yes, you
Jenna
have to put
just
it on
dropped the
your
link,
about
by
page.
the way. Everybody, Jenna
Yes.
just dropped the link in the comments if you do want to sign up.
Thank
for
you.
the UGC. Yeah. It's very, very cool.
So, when did you realize that you were on trending? Like, how did you figure this out?
It was actually Jessica who reached out to me and said, "Hey, you're on trending." Yes, I was like, "I am," and I actually have been fortunate the last, I would say, week. I've either been on the first page or within like the second or third page, and it's just been amazing because for a while, well, first of all, like never got a paid customer or member for the podcast community. So for that first like cha-ching, it was like I saw a ghost or something. I was like, whoa, what was that? And now like I'm very fortunate and grateful that like there's at least like 3 or 4 a day, and it's just been absolutely amazing. And I do credit it to being on trending. The growth boost has been phenomenal. It's awesome when I'm on Facebook and I see my picture there, just randomly. That's so cool. But yeah, I definitely credit the growth boost a lot because since then ended up on trending and I'm getting members every day, and it's just been phenomenal.
So, oh yeah, the ka-ching. We're just gonna hear all these ka-chings in there. Had to shout out Jessica for looking out for your fellow schooler. That's like one of the awesome things about when you get plugged into school is like meeting all the great people and that they actually care and they're excited with you. You know?
Yeah, it's awesome.
So when because they talk about doing packaging and stuff, did you create this packaging specifically for Growth Boost?
Yeah, so I had a different. The picture was pretty similar, but it was less of an ad and more of just like the group name. There was other like things going on in the picture as well. The the little blurb there, that was also different. But when Sam was talking about like really optimizing your community card, as soon as I was watching School News Live, as soon as it ended, I was like, all right, right to the community. Let's start editing right now. Changed up some of the things with the picture, changed up the card, made sure that the about page was as optimized as possible. And yeah, since then it's been definitely growing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got like a
'cause-
promise and you handled 2 objections.
Yeah, I definitely tried.
And I like that it's not just a repeat for your description for the group card. So it's still it's confirming it, right? But you're saying you're adding more in there. Like, it is any objection that they could possibly have, and you're like, no, we got that handled, right?
Yeah, for
So-
sure. I definitely tried to treat it like a YouTube thumbnail. And I know that the thumbnails that get more views and more clicks are usually, if there's any like writing in the thumbnail, it's different than like the description or different than the title. So I try to treat it that way, and definitely try to maximize that 150 characters as much as possible.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the ...
Definitely
space,
not.
right? So when you have had people joining, because you've had what number were you at for members before you hit trending?
I believe it was around like 153. It was around
Okay.
like 153, maybe 154.
And then you suddenly had like 50 plus members join.
Yeah, I was at my family's house like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and every like 5 minutes there was like a cha-ching, cha-ching, and my uncle was like, "Hey, you're just getting a lot of text there, aren't you?" I was like, "That's definitely not a text. That's something even cooler." And I explained to him like what Skool was, and it was just really cool because I was not expecting it while I was there, but that was the day where things started to like really blow up. I got like 10 signups in a day, and it was just like, okay, something's going on. Got home, saw the message from Jessica, "Oh, you're in trending," and I was like, okay, wow, all right, how do I keep this up? And like I said, luckily I've been able to like stay in trending for like the last, I would say, 2 weeks, and it's been just growing ever since.
Sam talked about that. He said there's just going to be like communities that once you get in there, it's just going to like just snowball from there.
For sure.
It's pretty cool.
I have to do this because it's really fast. Ready? This is what you're gonna end up having is all the ka-chings.
Oh my gosh.
Just flying in. This is the one
Love
that this is the speed that he's like, don't do this speed. Make it slower. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's the best sound in the world.
Yeah.
It is. My son heard me talk about that word. I can't say the word now, otherwise he's gonna come back up here because
Whoops.
he makes us check the affiliates area so that he can have his yeah boy moment every day. Like, thanks.
Put it in the high yield savings.
Yes, his high yield savings. So, as you have had people coming in your onboarding, because I know you have the 7 days, are you getting them to go through the onboarding, or how's that? What do you wish you would have done if you knew that you were going to be going into trending?
I still need to upgrade. I want to definitely upgrade to the pro plan. Been in the hobby plan. I definitely try to get people to like start right away. There are people who like they join and then like they take a little bit before they start, but I try to like, get them right to the first course. Every time someone joins, like I always like to give that, well, one, there's like no automated post for like the hobby plan. So like every time I do welcome somebody, it is coming from me. So I try to make them feel as welcome as possible and let them know that it's like an actual human behind here, like who's welcoming you here and like grateful that you're here, and just try to guide them. If you have any questions to, reach out whenever. I recommend starting with the 7-day guide, get familiar with the different tools. And yeah, it's just trying to like set them on the right path.
Makes sense. And have you been still going live on TikTok and stuff to bring people in?
I was going to ask that.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
So, Edwin, are you doing TikTok lives?
Great question. It's been a little bit. I haven't done it in the last week. Unfortunately, there's been a couple things on the side. Like my son got sick, which meant me and my wife both got sick because
Always.
that's how it works. But definitely plan on getting back to TikTok live probably tomorrow. Also, I'm very active in Facebook groups. Like, there's a lot of UGC Facebook groups, so I'm constantly in there trying to, not sell the community, but provide as much value as possible. Commenting on everyone's posts, kind of like I like trying to stay active in not only Skool, like what Skool is, but all these Facebook groups as well. So my number two, like, highest traffic source is Facebook at the moment.
I saw that Reddit was in there as well. Looks like you're doing Reddit.
Yeah. I've been very fortunate that I found a couple Reddit communities where you're able to promote in the community, because there's a lot of the Reddit communities where there's, you can't promote. So there were some that were UGC based that were welcoming people to promote their like brands and promote their communities and their Discord. So that was pretty awesome that I was able to find those. Also, Discord's a new one. I actually joined a couple Discord servers that are UGC based. So even though the Skool growth boost has been really working out, I don't want to just like solely rely on that. Like, if I could bring people in myself as well, then that would be ideal.
Yeah, Jenna talked about this all the time, about how it should be like a tailwind. Like, you still need to put in the effort, which you clearly are, and then you kind of get rewarded in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
So with the Reddit and with the Facebook groups, and it's pretty much the same strategy. Are you like just going into these different places and like giving value, or how are you going about it?
I just try to give as much value as possible. Like, it's ideal if they reach out to me, because I never want to come off like slimy and be like, hey, if you want to learn more, then here's my link. So like, when they reach out to me, like, oh, I like that you're, showing people how to get a brand deal. Like, how can I learn more? Like, that's always ideal. Then it's like, oh, well, let me guide you over to my Skool community. But it's basically like show as much value as possible. Like I said, I always felt weird just like putting a link in the community and be like, hey, I could get you this, this, and this. Like, I rather people want to like find it organically.
Yeah. And a lot of times I can get you kicked out anyways.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't play about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, if you were like, let's be clear, you only have one plan. It's one tier. It's $5. And there's no free trial. What is your plan going forward? Are you always just going to go for like a massive amount of people at $5, or are you going to introduce another tier, or where's your vision with this right now?
I've been thinking about this a lot, like, because there's been a lot of traffic, because there's a lot of people who are signing up. It's constantly like, should I raise the price? I could probably get people in for $9. I could probably get people in for $11. It's a good, offer. There's a lot of value. There's quick wins. But I'm also the type where, like, if this is working now, then if I change it, I don't want to ruin the flow of it. Yeah. So I feel like if I'm going to introduce something else, it might be me going back to a podcast community and using like the same process that I'm doing with like the UGC for like podcasters. But this community, I want to keep it at $5. I want to bring in as many people as possible. I want people to feel like it's low ticket as possible. And I feel like that's going to be the difference, where instead of saying, hey, it's $5 for like the next 100 people, it's like, no, it's $5 forever. Like, let people know that you're safe here. You're not going to, come back in a month when you were thinking about joining last month and now it's more money. I feel like if this is working and people are comfortable paying this price, then why change it?
Yeah. It's a really easy
That's what I was hoping you would say, because I haven't seen other people do that. What I normally see when somebody's like getting some success or getting some people in, they're like, all right, in the next, once we hit 250, it will be this price. And I'm like, well, that makes me go, well, I'm going to watch until it goes until 250, right? Like, yeah, exactly. I want to see that you're going to be honest about that, because sometimes they're not. And like, what happens if the number goes down, and how does that work? Or the time frames too, because like, I don't know, it just makes me feel like that's what I'm focused on, rather than just having the simple ease of like, okay, it's $5, I'm going to join,
Yeah, for sure. And I don't want the perception to ever be like, he's only doing this for the money. I am providing this because I do want to help other creators. UGC is popular right now, and it's the in thing. And there's a lot of people who are confused on how to do it. So I never wanted it to be like, hey, I'm only doing this for the money. Like, this is in demand, so I'm going to capitalize on this and make a bunch of money. Even if it stays at this number, if it stays at 209 and I'm charging $5 a month for only 209 members and it stays here, it's not like oh, well, this failed after like 5 months of not getting another member, I'm quitting this. It's like, all right, it's my duty to help these 209 members get their brand deals, get paid. And that's where all the satisfaction comes from.
I promise you, nobody's thinking that because it's a lot of value.
One of the things that I was looking at is there's some people that have considered trying to hire UGC creators for like their school communities for making content. Now, I think that they've gone about it in the wrong way, because I think when somebody's looking at UGC, it's because they want to go ahead and get paid upfront for the work that they do, right?
For sure.
And affiliates is more of like, hey, I don't mind doing all the upfront work, and then if I get money from affiliates along the way, then that's how it goes.
Yeah.
How would you describe the difference? And if somebody was looking at a UGC thinking, hey, they're making good content, how could I utilize this for schools?
Yeah, that was, yeah, that actually took me off guard for a second, but awesome. Whoever that was, thank you very much for joining. I will welcome you in a minute. But yeah, I would say that for a UGC for a school community, that's actually pretty unique. I think that would be a great idea, but I do think that if you're going to hire a UGC creator to promote your school community, it does have to be treated as any other brand looking for a creator.
Mm-hmm.
So money up front, a deal agreed upon for a certain amount of videos. And yeah, like I definitely think that should be like a pay up front as opposed to like affiliate, because school already has like affiliate programs. So you could just use those programs if you want to get paid to bring other members in. If you're using a UGC creator, then treat them as a UGC creator.
That would be a killer idea if you could like
Yes.
reach out to other schoolers, be like, hey, I got this whole army of people that can make videos for you, and then they pay you.
That's actually a great idea. Like, I'm
I've
definitely
been
going to try to utilize that. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been looking at that thinking, because I know somebody else that had tried that a while back, and then they were treating it more like affiliates, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to necessarily work,
Yeah.
because they're used to being paid up front, right?
Yeah.
And so my thought was like, wouldn't it be cool if you did choose to go ahead and do it up front, right? Because those, like, if you get a good UGC creator, they're going to make good videos. But where's the incentive if you are not paying up front too? Like,
100%. And that's also not just for school. I see that being an issue for a lot of people in these Facebook communities, on Reddit, where people are like, hey, is this a good deal? You know, the brand said that we're not going to pay you right away, but if you could bring us members, or if you could bring us, like, then we'll like work out a deal. And I'm like, no, definitely that's not a good deal. Like, get paid for your time. I feel like a lot of brands right now see that UGC is blowing up and they're trying to take advantage of UGC creators. And I'm constantly trying to tell people within the community and within different groups that no, if you're going to take the time to make content for somebody, like, make sure you get paid, because time is money. You're working hard, and don't let these big brands take advantage of you. Like, you deserve to get paid right off the bat if you're going to make content for these brands. So it should work the same way.
yeah, can I share one thing that you say in your pricing Bible real quick? This was one thing that caught me, and I was like, yes. And he said, what to avoid: charging zero by default, saying I'm new so I can do it for free, being unclear about price, or changing your price every message. And I'm like, thank goodness someone is saying this, because even if you're just starting out, you're going to do much better work even if you charge what, $20, $50. Like, go ahead and get paid for your time, because one, they're going to also respect you more, and they're going to value it. There's way too many times that I talk to people and they started doing like work unpaid at the beginning, and it's like, you know what, you guys are both not going to show up the way that you should show up if you haven't put the money into it.
100%. Yeah.
One thing I wanted to clarify is, inside your community, I haven't looked through everything yet, but do you tell people to set the contract in place, or is it even a contract? Or do you just make them get paid up front before they even make the videos, or do they get paid after the videos? I wanted to know about that.
So it really depends on the brand. I know that there's brands that would rather pay you right up front. There's brands that want to see the videos first and then pay you.
Hmm.
So I didn't know how to really go about that because it could be a different scenario per brand.
Hmm.
There's brands that are willing to pay you even more like after they see the videos. There's even brands that they don't even need a contract. It's just like, all right, yeah, we'll agree on 4 videos for $200. We're sending an invoice or send us an invoice. So
Hmm.
I think I should address that. I just didn't know how to go about it like right away because like I know like from me reaching out to brands, it's always like a different scenario. It's really like
Yeah,
it's
that
hard
can
to say like
be.
there's like one way to do it.
What has been the best one that you've done? Right? Like,
The
which
best
one do you think the best way of doing it? Is it paid up front? Is it they see the videos? How do you ensure that that brand's happy and continue getting even more deals? Because that's another thing I was thinking about. Like, sure, they could pay you up front, but if they don't like the videos, they might just be like, okay, thanks, and then move on to the next creator to see if they like those videos. So, because I know communication's important.
Yeah, communication is super important. I think that the best way that I've done it is usually you'll record some sample videos, different types of videos for the
Hmm.
brand, show them the videos first, and then if they are willing to use those videos or that content, or even like if you record like a template of what you're going to be doing in the videos, once they agree on that, then okay, let's talk money now because there's also shady brands out there who I've dealt with some brands who, they're viral brands who they promise one thing and then they don't deliver. So it's like, all right, if you're going to use these videos, if you like these videos, then let's agree on these terms. I'm sending an invoice. All right, now I could, send you the videos to post.
Gotcha. Well, I think there was one more question that I had for you, but I want to make sure, Eric, was there something that you wanted to ask him?
This is not good. I'm getting the bug. I'm getting the UGC bug.
Come to the dark side.
Oh.
Actually did have a question. So for me, like I firmly believe in like human made content. So where do you see the future of UGC with like the rise of AI made videos?
I've actually seen a lot more people leaning towards AI content. AI avatars doing UGC videos. And to be honest, just me personally, I feel like there's something for that human touch. The only reason why UGC is so popular right now and it works is because it's an actual person that you can relate to, like who's promoting these brands. It's not a commercial on TV. Like it's not, Ryan Reynolds doing a commercial for Mint Mobile. Like if
Right.
you say like, hey, I have Mint Mobile and I love Mint Mobile, then you'd be like, oh, that's a regular guy. He's just like me. I might, want to check out Mint Mobile. So you really lose what makes, UGC special and you lose that charm once you start adding AI. But I mean, AI is inevitable. So I'm not going to be one of these people who is
Yeah.
like, oh, well, death to AI because it's here. It's going to definitely change everything. I just feel like the more AI takes over, people are going to be looking for that human touch
Mhm.
because it's more genuine.
It almost makes human made content more valuable
I agree.
because there's going to be a big flood of AI of
Speaking
AI
of
that
AI, I was gonna be like, then you also have to be careful about how much AI happens, because what if
For
your
sure.
UGC is like for Lacroix, and then you have like
12
creepy
fingers.
fingers over here.
Yeah. That's funny.
Sorry, I had to do that.
No, no,
It's hilarious.
that was a good answer. Yeah.
All right, so then I had my last question, because I think that this is important to a lot of people. Because you say no followers, no experience. Can you do UGC as a faceless creator?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the cool thing about UGC. Like it's a niche, but it's not as niched as possible. Like you could do it at any age, any gender, like no matter what. Like there is brands looking for you. There's a lot of brands that the it's a product, and if you're showing the product and how to use the product, you don't necessarily you don't necessarily have to show your face to show the product. So I've actually seen quite a few successful UGC creators doing it without showing their face. Like they're basically wearing like a GoPro maybe, and like it's like point of view shots, and they're opening, like unboxing the product or showing the product and never show their face once. And these videos are getting like hundreds of thousands of views. So definitely don't need to show your face.
Nice. And if people are doing UGC, that would be on TikTok, right? Mostly, or is it also like the other platforms?
It's really big on TikTok right now, but there is a lot of UGC on Instagram. Occasionally I would see it on Facebook, but right now I would say the biggest, and also YouTube. There's YouTube Shorts. There's a lot of UGC on YouTube Shorts. So I would say right now UGC is really living in TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. What I do suggest is, because there's different algorithms to, really try to learn all that, would be almost impossible to like master all the algorithms at once. If you're going to do UGC, try to stick to one type of social media and just like go full force in that. If you're going to do TikTok, don't try to be successful on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. It's going to be a lot harder. So I would suggest TikTok, because right now UGC is huge on TikTok.
Yeah, that's awesome. TikTok's my favorite, so.
Me too.
Nice. Well, I know I have more questions about UGC, which we'll probably have to talk to you again another time, because I know we're running out of time. We've already gone over. Sorry, Eric.
It's all right. It's all right.
But yeah, thank you for coming and sharing with us, and definitely let us know how it continues to go as you continue to be on trending, whether it's like, even if it's not page one, there's still several pages that people go through. I would say like at least the first 3 or 4 pages, people are going to like click at the bottom once they can scroll. So
yeah, sure.
I've been seeing you all throughout there for a bit. So that's pretty cool.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me. Like, this is awesome, because I've been watching the After Dark show for a couple weeks. So this is awesome to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
This has been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Jenna dropped the link to your community in the comments. She'll probably put it in the post in What is School as well, I would assume.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank you.
And now we have to do exactly what we would normally do, which is the chaotic ending, right?
Oh, we don't know how to end the show ever. We'll be right back tomorrow. Thanks everybody for watching. Come back tomorrow or else. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.